what I failed to mention in my last episode 7, was that I had my 3-year wedding anniversary on August 20th. I got my wife a nice jacket of the leather kind. PETA, if you want to come at me, PETA, go ahead. I mean, what are you going to get out of me? I'm sorry. Leather happens. I'm not endorsing it. I don't know. That's what the traditional gift is for 3 years of marriage. Leather. Who comes up with this bullshit? I have no idea. So, leather jacket and some flowers, which every time I say I'm not going to do flowers, flowers are dumb. Flowers are way too expensive. They last maybe a week, even if you tend to them, take care of them, which I tried. I mean, you should see the shit I was putting in this water. I mean, I Googled it and it's like, put coins in it. Okay. Put aspirin in it. Feels like a joke, but okay. There's like 8 to 10 things that you can put in the vase of water to keep these flowers chugging. None of it worked. I think it accelerated the death, to be honest. I mean, the beautiful flowers, they were sunflowers, because that's it's fitting for my wife, first of all. But second of all, it's also like the 3-year wedding anniversary flower. Again, who comes up with this stuff? Would love to know that. Like, is that guy getting paid and laid? Like, is royalties? Is it a woman? Like, what's the deal? I need the story behind all this garbage. So, yeah. Sunflower, which I also like the Post Malone song Sunflower, and I know most of you probably just clicked away because you're like, Post Malone, well, get over it. I like Post Malone. Sorry, guilty pleasure. You're a sunflower. You're a sunflower. I don't know. Hits a chord. Anyway, we had our date night. It was that Labor Day weekend. Was it Labor Day weekend? I don't know, dude. No, it was the weekend after the last episode, which I failed to mention my anniversary. Happy anniversary, 3-year anniversary to my wife. We went on a date night, and we went to a place that, I like to Yelp here and there. You can take the reviews or you can leave the reviews, take it or leave it. I took them, and there's a place called Copper, John D.B. Cooper's Coppersmiths. I don't know, one of those kind of, wholesome American traditional names. Had some pretty good reviews. So we go there, and I'm like, I got to make a reservation. And then I'm like, but the movie, I forgot that the movie starts at this time. So we're going to have to move the reservation up. So I got to cancel the reservation in order to make another reservation online, which is just bananas. Just let me edit the current reservation and put a limit on how many times you can edit it or something. Don't make me have to cancel the reservation to make a new reservation. Come on, dude. So I had to cancel the reservation and make a reservation that's like 15 minutes earlier. Like, come on. Get there. There's no one there. I didn't have to make a reservation. At some point you should just be like, you know what, dude, don't even bother. The computer should literally just be like, close itself and be like, you're all right. Trust me. We get there. No one's there. And it stinks. I mean, maybe because it was just the weekend that it is, and maybe people are down at the shore or away. And I understand most of that, but the food there was amazing. I think it's the location. The location, it's like literally off of a highway across from a gas station. Yeah. Not exactly date night material. And I apologize in advance. Totally forgot that's where it was. But, we had the short rib nachos or pot roast nachos, truffled deviled eggs. Just really great stuff. Strip steak, crab stuffed flounder. I mean, I'm getting hungry thinking about it. It's almost lunchtime. Ooh. And of course, my wife, Cass, she orders a spicy margarita. Here's a fun fact, or here's a pro tip. Don't order spicy stuff if you can't handle the spice. That's it. And I know that stinks for people who appreciate mildly spicy stuff. No, you can't dip your toe into the spice game. You gotta belly flop in that shit. You gotta love spice. So of course she orders a spicy margarita, and it is en fuego, way too spicy. And I ordered just a normal beer, like a blonde ale. I like my beers. I like my wife blonde. Not that she has to keep coloring her hair. She doesn't. She can go brown if she wants. It's just a color. Who cares? Anyway, so I'm like, here you go. The typical move, like I'm now falling on the sword. I got to sacrifice my beer. Here you go. You can have my blonde ale, not spicy. I'll take the hellaciously spicy margarita, and I'll power through it. It actually does give me some level of satisfaction to be able to do that, because I know that like if like someone's coming at her with a gun or a knife, it's like I'm going to try my best, but it's not going to be. I don't see a great end result. I'm not going to like Superman that hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to be able to defend you and like chuck him into into outer space. Like I'm doing my best, but this feels. I feel like a hero when I take her spicy margarita and she takes my blonde ale. So we go to see the movie, reserve seats. The seats actually work, which is like, hallelujah, brother. And we go to a bar afterwards because, my wife is like, I don't want to go back yet. The night is still young. And I'm like, but we're not. She's not, I am, but she's not. She's young and spry. And so she wants to stay out. And so we go to a bar afterwards. We go to this one place down the street from us. And what stinks is when you get to a bar, it's not like a crazy bar. It's not where all the youngins hang out. It's not, college age folks. It's like probably older than us. That kind of crowd. It's not crowded at all. It's like an hour before closing time or something like that. We just want a drink. And what stinks is when you get to a bar and you're like, all right, got my elbow space. There's TVs playing what I want to watch, or I can ask them to play what I want to watch. Got my elbow space. It looks like it's fairly quiet, not raucous, not out of control. I mean, it's the complete opposite of what I wanted in my 20s. And you're like, all right. And you settle in, you take a seat, and you're like, yeah, this is pretty nice. And then you order your drink. The bartender makes your drink, brings the drink, and as soon as she sets the drink down, you smell vomit. And you're like, normal people who don't give a fuck, would be like, screw this place. It smells like vomit, not paying for that drink. We're out of here. Or maybe leave a tip and be like, gone. But nope. It just sat there bathing in this vomit smell, this barf aroma. Ugh. So disgusting. And we're like, but there's that point where you're like, is it vomit? Did someone, and you're trying to, and then there's the like, okay, so you smell a vomit like smell, and you're like, there, you have to confirm, is it vomit? And you're kind of looking at each other like, yeah, you're smell testing it. And you're like, yeah, that's vomit. But then it's like, where is it smell? Where is it coming from? Where is it? What is it? Where is it? How did it happen? Who did it? It's like a murder mystery in a sense. I don't see it taking off like murder mystery dinner parties. I don't think there's going to be like vomit smell mystery parties, but you're trying to locate it. You're trying to find it, and you don't find it. And that's what's most frustrating. That consumes your night. Because if you can just locate it and be like, okay, we're this way, or we need to go that way, you can move, relocate, enjoy yourself. Not the case here. It just was everywhere, and we couldn't figure it out. And our bartender, God bless her, I'm not trying to shame, not trying to judge, but she even admitted to us, she's coming off a very long shift. She said something like 12, 14 hours. I was like, is this place even open that long? But yeah, she looked tired. And I mean, when you have to repeat your order 3 times and you're one of like 6 customers, it's like, all right, come on, take a nap, go home. I mean, I'll tip you to go home, get some Z's. But like the people that were working there just didn't want to work there anymore. It's like, it's an hour before closing time. Like, just leave us alone. And so I posed a very innocent question. They had something like 6 TVs, maybe more. None of them were playing the Mets. Okay. They had a Cowboys-Texans preseason game, possibly. The news or something else on another TV. The Jets preseason game against, I think, the Saints or something like that. No Mets. I think they had the Yankees on one channel, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, this is, it speaks to what America wants. They want football. They don't want baseball. But I was like, just asked the bartender very quietly, hey, would you mind putting the Mets on one of these TVs? Preferably this one if possible. And I pointed right in front of me. And the one right in front of me is not playing the Jets. I think it might have been a preseason game. It definitely wasn't the Yankees. It was a channel you could change. It was a show no one's watching. I guarantee it. And so she's like, it's like I just asked her, what is the square root of pi? You know, it's like, I'm talking Mandarin at this point. So she's like looking at the TV as if she could change the channel with her mind. Okay, good luck with that. Eventually she goes to get help. The help comes over. She's like, I got this. You know, this woman, a lot of confidence, or maybe just irritable, and was like, I don't care. I'm just going to do whatever and make it go away. So she changes the channel on the TV next to us that has the Jets game. Changes it to the Mets. The guy next to us is with his wife. I don't know. I'm sure they're nice people. Maybe they're having a rough night, but like the woman with him is just loud and just stating obvious things and repeating the obvious things. You ever be around someone like that? Like the bartender is like, I got to change the channel. She says to herself, she's not talking to her. She's talking to herself. I got to change the channel or something like that. She just says it on her way around. And the woman's like, what? What do you want me to do? I don't need to do anything. What? And it's just like, shut the fuck up. Like, no one's talking to you. Mind your biz. And that's like the kind of relationship that couple has. Because my homie, my dude sitting next to Cassie, is focused on this week 3 Jets preseason game. Laser focus, honed in. He can't miss a snap of this week 3 Jets preseason game in the fucking third quarter, dude. We're like guys that are gonna be at Home Depot next weekend are now playing. What insights are you drawing from this? I mean, it was the late third quarter. What are you pulling from this? And I get it. I want to watch. I try to record every Giants game, even preseason games. And then you start to watch the Giants preseason game or any preseason game, and you get into like the third quarter and you're like, no one cares. The broadcasters don't care. The players don't care. Like, it's just like that this guy, he was all in on Jets week 3 preseason. What are you culling from this game at this point? So the wife is like loudly, and then she's turning to us and kind of talking at us, like at no one in general, but then at us, like, oh, I thought she was talking to me. I thought she was talking to me. And it's like, yeah, we can make that jump. Not hard to understand. We saw it happen right in front of us. You thought she was talking to you. You don't have to announce it and then repeat it, dude. So she changes, the bartender gets someone else to change the channel on the wrong TV, the Jets game. He loses his shit. He loses his mind. Meanwhile, the other rest of the bar is like, hell yeah, the Mets. Let's go Mets. The Jets guy, Jets fan, like stands on his stool. You know that move? Where you're on the bar stool and you don't stand up on the floor, but you get extra leverage and height by standing on the rung of the bar stool to look down on the person you're yelling at. That guy did this, which is a power move, and I appreciate that. And he's shouting down, and he goes, I was here first, bro. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, my God. I just caused, if this devolves into a bar brawl because I just wanted to watch the Mets blow another late inning game, I don't know how I'm going to live with myself. This is all my fault. You want to talk about butterfly effect? If I don't ask the bartender to change the channel to the Mets game, none of this is happening. Fortunately, nothing did happen, but I can't imagine the aftermath. I would never ask to change a channel on a TV ever again. It always causes problems. And you'd think I'd remember that. I've been in the game. I've been to a ton of sports bars. You'd think I'd know by now. Don't ask to change the channel. You're going to piss off the wrong guy. 9 times out of 10, it's the wrong guy. And you're going to have to hear about it. The guy chirping the entire time. Can't believe you turned it off. What the fuck? And then you hear the reasoning behind it. I didn't get to hear his reason. I would have loved to hear his reason. The Mets are in the middle. We're smack dab in the middle of a friggin' wild card race that's coming down to the exact last day of the season. You want to watch Jets week 3 preseason. Get the F out of here. Oh, brother. So, yeah. That's our past 2 weeks. Kind of a whirlwind, to be honest.